that come out. What? That doesn't even make any sense. All right. Welcome back to the show. I am the Star Wars Daddy bringing you another CAS unboxing video. The last video from like 2 months ago that I recorded, forgot about it. It wasn't until I did the most recent CAS unboxing video, here's the thumbnail for it, that I saw it on my phone. I was like, what is this? And I was like, oh my gosh, I forgot to post a video. I just skipped right over it and made other content. And so we're going back to look at these items that we have Mexican bootlegs, we have high-graded items that are from Kenner, and we have some boxed items, as you could see in the thumbnail, some big hitters. Make sure to stick around till the end to see those big ones. And please, if you could comment down below as you're watching this video, let me know what your favorite item was. I'd really appreciate that, and I will respond to every single comment that is left for me. Some videos, just real quick, that I like to go over, just in case you've missed them. Here is the July mail haul video. These are all the items I added to my collection in the month of July. It's a monthly ongoing video that I post, and there's some incredible items there that you need to check out if you haven't seen that video already. I also have my weekly eBay listing Star Wars videos right here is the most recent one. And this is where every week I have listings on eBay that start on a Sunday, they end on a Sunday, and then I go over them Sunday night and we give shout outs to all the people that purchased from me. We go over the price points and the ins and outs of dealing with eBay. We also have my signature series. Everything that was signed in my collection, Star Wars related, is right here. There's the thumbnail. And there's some incredible items of famous actors and actresses from the Star Wars series that have signed items, and you want to check that out. If you've been watching my videos, you know we got to 500 subscribers. That was our big goal to get to. The first goal of many, and we hit it. Here's the number of subscribers right here that's current. It's unbelievable. This was just maybe a week ago, and we've already like shot past it, and it's unbelievable. I think I already said it's unbelievable, but it was. It's unbelievable. I appreciate all the support. Before we go anywhere, if you could, show me that last little bit of support you could by hitting that like, subscribe, and the bell notification. That bell notification is what will notify you of all of my upcoming content. There's 2 videos every single week. One that's released on a Sunday, like this video, which is kind of a miscellaneous type of a video. And then every Wednesday is those eBay listing videos that come out, because it takes me a few days to edit those from Sunday night. But enough of all this chatter. Let's get into the video, what you want to see, what you're here for. Let's go! Okay, we'll start off with the items that are not going to stay in my collection. They'll still have poly bags on them, as I'm keeping them that way for sale. It makes it easier and cleaner that the person who purchases them gets them still sealed up in their shipping bags. And I've got 2 of the exact same item, just different grades here, but they're both high grades. We've got that C-3PO with the removable limbs in the baggie. This one got a CAS 85, and it is your Return of the Jedi-C baggie. Pretty common figure overall, but an 85, super high score. And let's go right over to the next one, which is the exact same figure. But this one got an 85 plus. And again, it's that Return of the Jedi-C baggie. Super nice condition. So, you know, probably the figures are probably identical looking at them. Probably just was the bag was a little bit nicer with this 85 plus as far as the print that is on it. Otherwise, I mean, I'm not sure we would be able to notice any kind of a difference with these 2 items. Next is another baggie, and it's your Emperor, which got a 90, which is an incredible grade. It's an ESBC baggie as well. This is the Melloway figure. I ended up with the box for this and then didn't have the paperwork, so I just mailed this off by itself. And just, you know, honestly, the displays that have, I've got a display, it's right down here. You probably cannot even see it, but it's right there. It comes with the box, the figure, and then the sales pamphlet is next to it. It's a pretty big item. I mean, it's like, you know, 3 to 4 times the size of this one. So I thought maybe someone would still want the baggie, but not all that extra because they don't have the space. And so I thought this would be a good one to send off to grade. And honestly, I mean, a 90 is incredible. So whoever gets this will be pretty pleased. Okay, we're going to go through 5 Mexican bootlegs that are all Bespin Lukes. And the first one here, well, I guess before, so of the 5, I'm going to keep 2 of them. So the first 3 we're going to go over. Those items will have already been sold or will be up for sale. And I had to choose colors because they're all different colors except 2 of them. 2 of them are the same color, and the rest of them are different colors. And I'll go over the reasons why I kept the ones I did. But here we go. We've got a green version of this Mexican bootleg. It's a 70 plus. Now these items, these Mexican bootlegs are very hard to get high grades in. So, you know, anywhere from 60 to 80 is going to be pretty good scores, as they're going to have a lot of wear and tear to them. And, you know, there's no predictability on the paint that was put on them as well. So, but this one's considered just the green one. It's a semi-articulated bootleg, a 70 plus, and just a really cool figure. So the arms move, and that's, I think that's about it. Yeah, the head is part of the mold. The legs are part of the mold. But the arms do move. But just a really nice figure, a different version, something unique to put into your collection. The next one is the gray one. So we've got a gray version here. It got a 70. And yeah, they just labeled it as gray. And again, semi-articulate, exact same figure. It's just different paint scheme that came out. And these ones all, let's see what the date is. They all came out in the 1990s. So somewhere in the 1990s, these were released in Mexico. But love the paint scheme. I mean, some of these paint schemes, honestly, are probably nicer than the Bespin Luke that we got. All right, we're going to have 2 in a row that are the exact same figure. And this is the one I'm going to let this one go. It's got a little bit of paint wear on the face. And we'll see that the one I'm keeping, actually, the face is a little bit nicer. But it has more wear and tear to the boots and to the brown paint that you'll see in the one I'm going to keep. This one got a 75. And it is called the beige. So they labeled this one as beige. And again, exact same figure. Arms move, nothing else. From the back, this figure looks really nice. So it was just probably the paint rubs on the face and just a little bit here on the belt. And that's why it got the 75. But this is a pretty nice figure overall. And here's the one I'm going to keep and put in my collection. And we'll see that the face paint is a little bit nicer, but there is some wear here to the gun holster down here on the boots, a little bit on the hands. This one also got the same score, 75. So it had the same amount of paint wear, just in different spots. So it got the exact same grade, but it is in very nice condition. It's the closest one, I think, that we get to the Kenner released one here in the States of the Bespin Luke, with almost the same color of the shirt and pants. If this would just been black, it would have matched pretty close to the Luke that we got. A little bit of a paint overspray here, a little mark there, and we got some paint rub right here on the boot. But otherwise, super nice figure. And I don't have any more room where my Bespin Lukes are. You won't be able to see them. They're going to be right here. So maybe you'll be able to see them right there. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. This would make number 7. And I think there's one more somewhere that I just haven't put up there. So I have 8 Bespin Lukes, and I've got to find a new place to put them or take some of the other figures that are up here out so I can add more of these and make a big long row of them. All right, last one of the Mexican bootlegs for the Bespin Luke. Look at this guy. White and like a metallic blue, and I'm keeping this one only because the score is a 60, and it's the lowest of all the ones I sent in. It's going to be hard for this one to probably sell at the, the price that I would want. And so I'll just keep this one in my collection. It's really unique for the color. It'll stand out when it, amongst the other ones that are all pretty much the same color. And this one's considered the white one. And, it's still really nice looking. I think it's going to look cool in the collection. And unfortunately, I got the 60, probably because all the paint wear on the hair there, and the face, and the boots. But otherwise, it's really not that bad. I mean, for a Mexican bootleg, pretty nice overall figure. I'm just glad that the blue metallic paint looks really nice. And this one pops, really. All right, now we're going to go into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 baggies. So a couple weeks ago, I sold this figure on 5 Idiots Talking Toys. Brandon is the one that sold this one. I took it from my collection, and I think it's still up for sale right now. But this one got an 85. So I think this one's a higher grade, and that's why I sold the other one, because this is an upgrade. But this is your ESBD baggie, and it's a Hong Kong COO. You can see there on the baggie, it even says made in Hong Kong. But this figure is in super nice condition. The baggie's nice. The print on it's very nice. There is a pinhole right here, right there in the baggie. That is normal. Kenner did that to allow air in and out of the bag, just for preservation of these figures. So just know that if you see a pinhole in the front and back, there's another one right here. Let's see if I can get it in there. Yeah, right there. So you're going to have a couple pinholes in most of these baggies, and that's an okay thing. Next baggie is a low gray. I got this from Brandon at 5 Idiots Talking Toys on their Rogue 5 Toys sales page. He had a bunch of baggies for sale. I think I purchased a couple more, but I have not sent them in for grading yet, or they're at grading now. But got this low gray back at 85, and this is your ESBH baggie. I mean, there are so many styles of baggies. I'm going to probably do a video coming up on all the baggies that I have in my collection and kind of go over baggies in general. There's just so many of them. And I've got that guidebook, that gigantic 500-page guidebook that I had a video. We'll show that little, there's a thumbnail somewhere in here of that video I did of the review on that book. It's incredible, but they'll show every single baggie and what every baggie looks like. So we can go over all that stuff. So that'll be an upcoming video. That gives me something to do and to show off a little bit of my collection. But this one I don't think has any print on it. It's just a heat-sealed baggie. So not much to it. But low gray, I don't really know where these came from as far as where the baggies were extracted from. If these were just sitting in a big box at a toy store for sale, or if they came in some sort of a play set of some sort, I'm not positive. But again, when I do the review on all of my baggies, we'll go over all those details. All right, we've got a prune face. Everybody loves a baggy prune, and we've got an 85 plus here. This is an ESBA baggie, and I have an ESBA baggie right in here for the prune face, but it's the Euro release. So it was something that was released in Europe, and I got that from Chris over at Rogue 5 Toys sales page. And so this one is going to be the exact same baggie, but this is the Kenner released one here in the United States, not the Euro released one. But this, I mean, super nice figure. Love the print, looks incredible, and to get an 85 plus is awesome. All right, we've got a Rebel Commando, and this one got an 85, and this is your ESBD baggie. So a little bit different. Then I'll compare these here real quick. So with the prune face, you can see it's a big Kenner logo right here, and that's a different type of baggie than this one here for the Rebel Commando. Let's look at the back there. There's his blaster. This one, I believe, is a taped baggie, but I could be wrong. It's hard to see now that it's kind of smashed up here in the case. It could be a heat-sealed baggie. Unsure. But again, that's something we can go over in a future video. But yeah, 85, Hong Kong COO, awesome. All right, last baggie is a General Madine. And we got an 80 plus on this figure. It's the ESBD baggie. So again, I think that's, again, a different baggie style. And this one looks to be a heat-sealed baggie. But again, it's hard to tell when the top and the bottom are crunched in there. But 80 plus, super awesome figure. I've had a bunch of General Madeens come back. If you see the video, it's right here. I'll show a thumbnail. This was a CAS unboxing. It had a General Madeen Little Letty overstock head that was graded, as well as a Little Letty General Madeen. The full figure with its Little Letty accessory, and that was graded. So all of a sudden, like within a month's period here, I've added 3 General Madeen graded items to my collection. But this is an incredible figure. I lied. I forgot. I've got the R2-D2 baggie. It's the sensor scope R2-D2, and this one looks similar. It's an ESB-C baggie. I don't know if we've done that once. We had like a DH-C. We got a whole bunch. We got a whole assortment. An 80 on this figure. Here he is. A little bit of yellowing to that sticker, which probably brought it down to the 80. It is a tape baggie. I can see the tape right here. And so, really awesome item. And I don't have too many R2s in my collection, which is weird because I love R2-D2. And I'm actually going to sell the one that's in my collection now that's just your standard non-baggied graded sensor scope R2-D2, because I just don't feel like I need to have 2 of the exact same figure pretty much next to each other, which is crazy because if you see my collection, I have multiples of every single figure. Some of them have 8 or 9 graded items. So whatever reason, I'm going to sell off the one that I have in my collection now and replace it with this baggie figure. All right, and as we saw in my Yoda collection review, here is that Yoda with the orange eyes, orange snake. This is the Made in Hong Kong. There's a little tag that's on the inside of the robe that says Made in Hong Kong. Most of these robes don't have anything on the inside. And there's a couple of them that have these tags, and some of them have a little bit different wording on them. But this is the Made in Hong Kong tag. And it came back as an 80. And what's crazy is this is, I think it's the first orange eye, orange snake Yoda that I have in my collection. This is like the most standard one you could get, and so I finally added this into my collection. And the only reason I did, because it had the Made in Hong Kong. I was worried CAS wasn't going to put that on the label, because I've had some issues with the way they've labeled stuff in the past, but they did. They got it on there, and I think I have another one that's being sent off right now to grading. And so when that one gets back, it'll be up for sale, but we'll go over that when I do another CAS unboxing with all those items. But super nice figure. And an 80 is sufficient. That's good. All right, let's get into the big hitter here. We've got 2 of these boxed items, and they're both qualified, meaning that the box had the tape that come off on one end, but all of the contents had been unused. And it had all the sales sheets, it had the cardboard inserts and everything. But this is the battle damaged Imperial TIE Fighter vehicle. And here it is. It is in incredible condition. And I'll tell you something that is a positive for CAS. The way that they have changed the sticker location, they've flipped it around so you can actually see it. I have a bunch of items that are boxed, and you have to like look through a slit to try to see the grade on it. But here it is. They've put it right here where you can easily see it. And you'll see that the blue CAS is the qualified grade. It's a 70 plus. And listen, I'm okay with that. This is an incredible item. The boxes are so hard to get graded. They have a lot of wear and tear to them. But we've got a 1983 Kenner Star Wars Return of the Jedi Imperial TIE Fighter Battle Damaged. And again, 70 plus. Almost got the 75 grade. It's a 74.2. Close enough. But incredible item. I have, let's see, I've got the Darth Vader TIE Fighter boxed and graded. And I've got the regular TIE Fighter, but it's a glass lead version that's going to be custom graded. It's with CS right now. So trying to get through all the TIE Fighters. I got to get one of the original white ones in a box graded. And I think I would have, and a TIE Interceptor. Oh, yeah. Well, TIE Interceptor is so, oh, no, I have a TIE Interceptor. I have a loose graded TIE Interceptor. It's right down here. And I showed it in a video that, man, I released that video such a long time ago. But I guess I only need the white TIE Fighter, and then I'd have all the TIE Fighters that came out. I would have them all graded. So that's something I will be looking for in the future. And the last item is a boxed Jabba the Hutt playset. This is an incredible item. Let's go over this. Little bit of some wear and tear here, and that is reflected in the grade. And we've got a little bit of a ding here in the corner, but you know, overall, pretty nice condition and perfect. CAS did it. There's that label you can easily see, and it got a 70 plus, a little bit of a lower grade. It's a 73.7 here, but it's a 1983 Kenner Star Wars Return of the Jedi Jabba the Hutt action playset. This is incredible. I love having this in my collection, and it will go, I don't know where I'm going to put it. I got my Jabba the Hutt playset with all these figures up here. This is the Little Letty Jabba the Hutt, and the entire playset's all Little Letty. I have the Max Rebo band, all being graded, custom graded as one, in one big, acrylic, and it's all Little Letty. And the Rancor is a Little Letty. And some other figures up in there are Little Lettys as well. And so I'm not sure what I'm going to do up there with all that stuff. But this has got to go somewhere. So I'm going to have to figure out where I'm going to put it. But honestly, these are incredible items that I get to add to my collection. And looking forward to having them up there for display. And then getting these other items sold to other collectors so they can have some awesome items in their collection as well. Okay, we did it! We got through all those missing items. They're all available. Well, not all of them, but the ones that were still in the poly bags that you saw have been sent down to 5 Idiots Talking Toys. Here's a little logo here on YouTube. Their link is down in the description. But it's being sold at rogue5toys.com, which is the Facebook Star Wars group. It's the best Star Wars group you're going to find on Facebook. I promise you. They have amazing items. They list items every single day. And there's items that you've probably never even seen before, and they're at prices that will blow your mind. Make sure to comment down below. Let me know what your favorite item was if you haven't done that yet. I think my favorite thing from that was the Jabba playset boxed, because it went along, or it goes along with, if you've seen my July Mail Haul video, which we talked about in the beginning of this video, I have a loose graded Jabba the Hutt playset that we showed in that video, and I almost got that, what is it called, the line art boxed playset that I was going to send off to be graded to go have like all 3 of them. And then I even got my, right in there, you can see there, this right here is the Little Letty Jabba the Hutt playset, a Little Letty Rancor, and all kinds of Little Letty items that are in here that I have in my collection. So a lot of Jabba the Hutt stuff, because I was 3 years old when Return of the Jedi came out. So when I turned 4 and 5 and I was going into Toys R Us, that's all the leftover stuff that was there. That was the hype that I was born into. And so Return of the Jedi is my favorite Star Wars movie. And a lot of my stuff and a lot of my favorite items that are in my collection are all from Return of the Jedi. That's why you see a lot of that kind of stuff behind me and in these videos, because that is where my nostalgia's at. I'm not sure what's coming up. I have not decided what to make a video on. I am going to a AAA baseball game of a local team because they're having a Star Wars night. And so I bought almost front row tickets, and they're going to have all kinds of Star Wars stuff and fireworks and all that stuff. So I might just do a review on that, and me walking up to all these different characters and taking pictures and hanging out. Who knows? But that might be what's coming up this Sunday. This Wednesday, you'll see another eBay listing video. I think it's number 35 of that series. So that will be coming up. And I can tell you, links down in the description for eBay. If you're wondering where my eBay is, I am looking at it right now. There's going to be like 80 items. 80 items that are going to be up for sale coming up. Currently, as this video is coming out, which is on Sunday, there are going to be 50 items, I think, that are ending. And then there's maybe 60 items that are going to go up for sale for next week. And then I have so much inventory. It's unbelievable. I'm overwhelmed. I'm looking at boxes filled with Star Wars stuff right now here in my Star Wars room. and I'm stressed about it. I have purchased so much stuff here recently. I feel like I was almost out of all my inventory, and now I've got tons of inventory, too much inventory. So there's gonna be like 80 items in 2 weeks that are gonna go for sale, and we're talking big time stuff. Complete play sets, complete vehicles, almost every single action figure, last 17s, everything. So make sure, check out that link in my description if you're wanting to find my eBay. If you already know about my eBay, go right to it. Check out what's happening there. Follow me on there, and then you can be notified when all of the new listings get posted. But it's never ending here. It's unbelievable. I'm getting stressed, and that's a good thing. I want to be stressed because I want to have so much stuff that I can pump out to everyone that needs to find that one piece or those few figures to complete your collection. That's what I'm here for. And I appreciate all the support you guys have given me. Please hit that like, subscribe, and the bell notification. That helps me so much. You have no idea. And until the next time, who's your daddy? I'm wasting time. I don't even know what I'm saying. Go back.